All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the State of the Game. I've forgotten the date. What's the date today?
April
28th of April. But we wanted to start with server maintenance because people usually used to joining us on a Tuesday. Why did we switch to a Thursday?
Basically because it allows us for more flexibility in terms of bug fixes. We want to fix as many things as we can, as many of the the critical issues that you guys are reporting. We want to fix them during the weekly maintenance because that's a good opportunity for us. Since we're taking down the servers anyway, we might as well put in some server or some server-side bug fixes in there.
Bug fixes. We're working hard on obviously bug fixes all the time. Well, it might not seem obvious to people, but that's what we are doing. The ones that have been fixed most recently, the double res.
Yeah, last week there was the double res. There was the talent stacking thing where people were able to what was it, competent, or I can't remember.
Yeah, competent was the
these talents where you were able to stack them. So this was fixed for gear talents. There are character talents, which is the next step. But these were some of the most recent ones, and obviously every time new critical bugs like that appear, we're going to try to get them fixed.
Yes. Protection from elites will now correctly reduce damage received from elite enemies.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have, and I was on the stream yesterday saying, please, guys, I know you guys have re-rolled a lot of and recalibrated for protection from elites because it is a great stat.
Yeah.
Although it has been the opposite of a great stat recently. So I hope you haven't re-rolled because today protection from elites is going to give you a huge swing to the other way.
It's actually going to work the way it's meant to be.
Fixed a bug with rehabilitated where the talent could remain active when used in combination with a tear gas grenade. Yeah, fixed.
So that was an addition. We fixed rehabilitated a few maintenance ago, but there was still this last case that was still existing where you could, I can't remember exactly the repro, but basically you could just like throw a tear gas grenade and then go in, out, heal, go back in, and then you would trigger it to be working indefinitely. This is fixed now.
Fixed. Nice.
That's good.
Daily missions. They haven't been always rotating. The system that was currently in place for that had issues, but in an upcoming update, there's going to be a guaranteed rotation. So we're highly aware of that. You've seen, we experience it on the stream as well as you guys do. Yeah. So it's
it's just it's one of these things that will be changed with the update. The way the rotation is made basically is going to be changed. So there should be a guaranteed rotation then.
Nice. Okay. Looking forward to the things that we do know are issues because, like we say, there are a bunch of fixes today, but that's not everything, right? There are ones that we still need to fix. We want to show you guys that we know that we know what they are. Talents. There's a few talents which still aren't working as intended. One is none, obviously, being the
one is none.
Right,
I mean, there are some like gear talents and some character talents. One is none, obviously, is broken, and you guys talked about it a lot, and we've seen that. So we're working on a fix for that one. Reckless, obviously, is also
good old reckless.
Yeah, reckless is very annoying.
That one's a bit different. From what I'm told, that needs to be a client side.
So that one we have the fix. It's just we need a client patch, which will be the next client update.
The 1.2.
Yeah, the 1.2.
Okay.
So it will be fixed at this point. Balanced, it's the same. Balanced is going to be fixed in the next update. It's also a client side thing. So
Yes. That one's not working as intended. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. And and also we talked about talent stacking. We said gear talent stacking was fixed, but there's still some character talent stacking thing that is going on, like the one with one is known, where you would repeatedly just equip it and
the ammo
multiply
stuff.
The effects.
It's very aware of that one too.
Yeah, this is something we're also looking at.
Yep. Infinite loading with Falcon Lost.
Yeah.
So that one hasn't been very clear. Because part of it is because of an intended gameplay thing that we want to avoid, but obviously the other half is the bug that comes with it.
Yeah, so basically as you said, there are two sides. There is the first part, which is if you're trying to enter Falcon Lost, or like basically if you join a group that is already doing Falcon Lost and you try to enter the incursion, you will be stuck in this infinite loading where you load and then you're sent back to the entrance and you try to get in and you're sent back to the entrance infinitely. So basically you can't go in. That part is the part that is working as intended in a way that you are not supposed to be able to join a group that is doing the incursion. But definitely the feedback in game is not great, and we need to improve that because it's not clear for the player that this is the way it's meant to be. There is a message on top of the incursion that says your group is in a no
respawn zone.
zone.
We're kind of aware that's not the clearest.
But it's not really clear, so we'll definitely improve that. But then there is the second part, and the part that actually is a bug, which is if you experience that, and then you leave this group, and you join a new group that is not in the incursion, and you try to all go in together, you're still going to be experiencing this issue, because as soon as you've
that's not good.
As soon as you've had it once during this play session, you will keep experiencing it until you basically log off from the game and back in. Okay. So, I mean, the fix is easy in a way because you just have to log off and back in.
Yep.
But of course, we don't want to ask you to do that, so we're working on a fix that will just basically stop this bug.
I know in chat I've talked about it, and I'm like, I'm not noticing the auto-aim stuff. I've reproduced it a bit, but since I'm not so super close, it doesn't have to be very often. But the auto-aim on PC we know about, and we have fixes for that coming as well.
Yeah, it's a thing. There is an auto-aim in some cases, and it's not meant to be, so it's going to be removed. It's
exactly. Exploiting. It's been a big thing in our game, especially around things like Falcon Lost. People basically taking advantage of unintended game mechanics to get an unfair advantage. What do we do? It
is clear that we have not been clear enough in our stance in the past, that's for sure. And we want you guys to know that we will have a stronger stance in the future, and we will make that very clear. Yes. Very soon, actually. We will be talking about it a bit more.
Yeah, it is an ongoing conversation we're aware of, but we haven't done the best job being as clear about what we want to do there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to be harsher on these things, and we will, again, talk more about that going forward. Cheating is different from exploiting.
Yes.
So we need to treat that differently.
Yeah, obviously we need to treat it differently. Cheating, we already have some anti-cheat methods and cheat detection things that are in place. We've said already in the past that this is something we would keep improving. We are improving it by moving some things from client side to server side, by also adding new detection. We have a new detection thing that has been implemented recently. So there will be new waves of sanctions in the very short future, and I think you guys are going to. You
look happy about this. I feel good about it.
Too much, but you should notice a difference.
Compensation rollout update.
Yes. So we said already, was it last week? I can't remember. Maybe even 2 weeks ago.
We said last week. It would have been last Tuesday because that's when we had our last day of the game.
Yeah. So we talked about compensation. So obviously we had the compensation weekend for the dailies that were missing. That one happened already, but we still have the compensation pending for the so-called backpack issue and the missing character issue on Xbox One. So we will be sending this compensation. So we are looking at early next week. I can't give you a date yet because there are still a few technicalities that we need to work out. So that's why, unfortunately, I can't give you the date.
But the lists are all completed. Right?
Yeah, we have the list, and we just need to work out on our side the last technical details. But we're not forgetting about it. We're not ignoring it as well. We will be sending them out, and we're looking at early next week to do that.
The netcode discussion. We've seen an article floating around about that.
Yeah, it's an article. There were some videos. There are people that have been investigating on the netcode of the game, that have been making assumptions, posting articles about it and everything. We've been talking with the tech people here. We can't really go into details right now because first, I'm not the right person to talk about it anyway, so I don't want to say anything wrong. But we just wanted to let you know, guys, that we will be addressing this discussion and we will be giving you answers because we want to be clear about that and we don't want people to panic over false assumptions.